All right, everybody. This is probably going to be pretty quick. Made it up to the property. Just kind of wanted to do just a quick update and share of the switchgrass and miscanthus, and then some of the other stuff that I planted in there, kind of for the screen. So, I mean, the switchgrass is coming up. This is RC Big Rock. And there are definitely some weeds and some other woody matter in there. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm not super concerned with some of it, just for the sake of perspective. So this tree right here is where I intend to hang a ladder stand, or come in with a climber. You know, if I'm hunting over this plot, so ideally, you know, anything in here that I can get nice and tall, nice and thick, I'll take. So like this stuff, which I think is like a resprout off of a root or something, a stump. And this, I mean, it's not pretty and YouTube-esque as far as a screen is concerned, but for practicality, I think it will help do the job. So this is what we got, and it has been, probably don't have to tell any of you, but it has been ridiculously dry and just stupid hot. So not really hard to tell that you know, I think everything in here is stressed from the heat and lack of moisture. That being said, I mean, it's still kind of green and it looks like it's pushing through. So we're actually supposed to get a pretty good rain event tomorrow, Sunday, and I think lasting through like Monday or Tuesday. So I'm out here really doing what I should have done the last time. As you can see, nothing has come up since what I put down last time. You know, I put down milo, the sunflowers and buckwheat, and I mean the only thing that's come up are some more weeds. Got some, I don't know, maybe blackberry bushes or something like that, and some more woody stuff. So I decided yesterday, do like I should have done. So my intent is to use as little herbicide and chemicals on here as humanly possible, and see how that goes. I think that is going to be a challenge because, like I've mentioned before, I'm about 600 miles from this property, so I don't have the ability, you know, to come in and probably tend to it as regularly or do things as I would need to if that's my intent, but we'll see how it goes. But anyway, I decided yesterday just do what I probably should have done at the very beginning, the onset. So I came in with glyphosate, and I just said I'll burn everything down. There's some chicory growing in here. Some of the milo is about the only thing that really came up, but it's very sparse, just kind of here and there. So I just came through with the glyphosate and said, you know, if it's green, hopefully the glyphosate will kill it. And being that we do have a rain event coming here in the next couple days, burn it down as best I can, and essentially just start over. I was kind of concerned because, you know, if there was stuff that was coming up, the glyphosate would definitely kill it. So that's why I'm saying I'm just going to start over. So that's what I'm here to do today. I'm going to take this drag harrow, rough up this soil, get some stuff down, drag it again to kind of cover it, and then I'm going to lawn roll it, try to get it good contact with the soil, and then hopefully tomorrow we get some rain. So anyway, back to the switchgrass. So yeah, you can see it's trying to come up. This is a giant miscanthus rhizome. You know, this is one, here's one. So they definitely came up, you know, as advertised. I just think they're really stressed with this heat and absolutely no moisture. So the majority of this is switchgrass. There's also, you know, like some Indian grass and big blue stem. There's a bunch of stuff in here, along with weeds, which I'm sure, again, you can see. Here's another giant miscanthus. So what I'm just hoping that the giant miscanthus will get super, super tall, and then the switchgrass will kind of fill in around it, you know, at least a medium height, you know. Here's another miscanthus rhizome, and I mean, they're dry, man. Look at them, they're browning out. Was thinking about maybe putting some urea on there, right, like before the rain, and see if maybe that kind of bumps them, gives them a little bit of a boost. Here's another one. So here's a switchgrass plant that I mean, has done okay. I am 6'4", and this is, I'll turn you around. All right, I don't know if you can see, but I am 6'4.5", and can you see that? Oh yeah, so this plant is right at my armpit with the seed, with the flower there. So, you know, 5 feet. So that's the area, you know, right in front of the tree that will likely have the stand in it. And then remember, that road runs all the way here, that little logging road. And so this is what I wanted to get up nice and thick so that you can't see this plot from the road. And, you know, the deer come in on this side where I have that licking vine, that licking branch. They come in from this side, so it's open to the woods over there, but I wanted to close it off on this side just for a little bit of security. So that's what all this is, and again, it's okay. You know, it's just like pretty much like the rest of it. Here's some that growing pretty good, kind of decent. So it's trying. Hopefully the rain that we get will give it some spunk. Here is, what is this? Is this Indian grass? Right? Turkey foot is what they call it, because it's these little when they spread out they look like a turkey's foot. So I think that's some of my Indian grass. Or is it big blue stem? I don't know. I can't remember. But you can see there's a little bit of variety in here. Here's some more. And this is about the same height. It's about at my armpits. So that's about 5 feet tall. But again, if I can get all of it, you know, like that, and just to thicken up in here, I will be satisfied. I'll be a happy camper. And it goes, you know, right up to the blind and then all the way to the end. I'm not going to walk all the way down. So yeah, so what I'm thinking is throw some nitrogen on it, some urea, and let the rain hit it, maybe give it a boost, and then just let it go for the rest of this growing season. I'm not gonna mow it or anything, mostly because that miscanthus is in there, and I don't want to risk killing it by mowing it while it's, you know, during the growing season while it's actively growing. So I'm gonna just let everything go, and then once winter hits, late winter, I will come through and I will take the mower to it, chop it down, since it won't be actively growing, and then I will make sure to hit it with probably atrazine, so that when it starts to come back up, and what I did learn this year, because I did the same thing, I mowed it in like, I don't know, it was like March time frame. And when it came back up, when spring hit and warmed up and it started growing, I mean, it greened up very quickly, and it grew aggressively, the switchgrass that is, and then it just got real dry. So I'm thinking if I do what I probably should have done to start with, but I'll go ahead and mow it down, and then, like I say, hit it with that atrazine, and when springtime comes around, hopefully the atrazine will kind of hold some of the weeds and stuff at bay, and when this stuff greens up, it'll let it just kind of take off and hopefully look a little bit better next growing season than it does this season. So, all right, that was supposed to be a quick walkthrough. Walkthrough definitely just not so quick. So it is getting hot. I'm gonna hook up this drag harrow and drag this stuff all out. Get that soil roughed up. Come through, replant, spread my stuff, drag it again to cover it, and then I'm going to lawn roll it and get myself out of here. So I'll check back in with you all a little bit later, but it's time to get some work done. Hey everybody, so before I get started, I guess I will just go ahead and share this. So this plot, you may have heard me refer to it in the past or in earlier videos as Pawpaw's plot. So last week we just been having quite a bit going on, but last week we lost a very special person, and that's the person that this plot was Pawpaw is named after, and what my intent was, and this is kind of why I've been going just kind of like balls to the wall trying to get this plot up and running. But Pawpaw wanted to come out and check out the property, you know, check out the land and do some wildlife spotting, looking, just want to really just to hang out. So that's actually why that blind is here. I knew he wouldn't be able to do a tree stand. Hell, I can barely do a tree stand, but you know, I wanted to get the blind set up and just get everything squared away. So that's why I've just been just like frantically trying to get this thing productive. But unfortunately we ran out of time. Our plan was different than the Lord's plan. So while Pawpaw won't be able to enjoy this with us, I am determined. I'm still determined to get this plot up, running, and productive. You know, just make the most of it. So I did kind of want to share that. I have mentioned before, you know, having to remind myself this is just it's a first year plot. Be patient. Patience is definitely not one of my virtues. But there was bugged on that. There was cause for haste. There was a reason that I was kind of being so hasty about it, and so you know, and rushing so much. Like I say, unfortunately, that wasn't a part of the overall plan. It's not my plan. It's not your plan. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff knocked out, and you know, when it's all said and done, I do intend for Pawpaw's plot to I intend for it to produce. So in order to do that, got to put in some work. So thanks for checking us out, staying with us. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And I'm gonna go ahead and get to work so I can get out of the sun. All right, take care, everybody. Check in with you later. All right, that is a wrap, excuse me. And I think I got it done just in time because it's starting to sprinkle. And if you take a look back here, it looks like she's a coming. Over here, pretty clear. Over here, yes indeed. And all of that. That's what we haven't had, and that is what we desperately need. So I'm going to get back on the road, get to the house before the rain catches me, and I'll check in with you guys for an update later. Beautiful dark clouds. All right, take care. Peace. All right, so I had to make a quick trip, see how much rain we got over here. Got a downpour over on the other side of town, but sometimes I know it can be raining in one spot and bone dry in another, but looks like we got something. So just in time yesterday to get everything planted, and the storms were supposed to start at 2 o'clock today, and they started right at 2 o'clock, and they're actually supposed to continue for probably the majority of the evening going into tomorrow. So hopefully they do that. And I'm feeling sprinkles again right now, so I think we are 100% in luck. So we'll check back in a couple weeks, see if we got any kind of good germination out there. And yep, here it comes. You hear that? Music, rainy music to my ears. All right, we'll check in with you later. Thanks for checking us out. Oh, gotta stay dry.